Up tonight. Sorry, just getting the streaming software working. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to check a little bit and see if it's going on different channels. So we'll see. All right, so it's live on there. YouTube. I think we're live on there too. TikTok, I think that's the one that's gonna not work. I believe this is the one that will not work this evening. I guess that's fine for now. Okay. The only thing I have trouble with here is like just the way it is. It hides the chat all the time, which I don't understand. It's not like there's anyone that's shown up so far, but still, I need to be immediately notified if anyone walks in here and says anything, okay? I put it on the screen like a... It's like so weird. It automatically just goes away. Like it's not like it's a window you would leave on your screen, but then when you go to click into another window, it just disappears. Anyways, give me one more sec. I'm gonna try to pull it up and maybe put it in here somehow. Okay, we're just gonna stick it in there. Perfect. All right, let's get started. Live from a studio apartment, this is Missed Information. All right, tonight's top stories. We got, this is some stuff from over the weekend, I guess. So Letitia James, she's the New York Attorney General who led the prosecution of Trump for his alleged mortgage fraud. Well, now over the weekend, here's Letitia right here. Letitia James is the New York Attorney General who led the prosecution of Trump for mortgage fraud. Well, over the weekend, she held a press conference because she is now being prosecuted for allegedly lying on her mortgage application. During the press conference, she claimed that the justice system is now being weaponized against her for revenge. Yeah. In related news, she also blamed the takeout food she ordered for making her fat. Yeah. So that burger was coming for revenge. It's a vengeful McDonald's burger. Well, Trump, I guess they destroyed another Venezuelan, I don't even know if it was Venezuelan. It was a Tren de Aragua drug boat, allegedly, over the weekend. Yeah, and if the pace of this keeps up, they're going to have to change their name to Tren de Agua. Tren de Agua. It's kind of a cool poster, actually. I asked Grok to make me a couple of these, and it generated this. Now, can I say something without everyone getting upset? That is a Tren de Aragua baddie right there. I don't know how it like most of them, it generated just a bunch of like male gang members, but then it throws like this baddie into the middle of... I almost went with this one, but it's not as funny as the other one. AOC was getting hyped. I think this happened yesterday. They held a rally for Zohran Mamdani because he's probably going to be elected the next mayor of New York, first communist mayor of New York. Yeah, and they held a rally in which AOC basically said out loud, "We are not the crazy ones." Like she had to defend her own party from being the crazy ones. Yeah. So if you're in a position where you have to out loud verbalize that you're not crazy, you just may be the crazy ones. I made a little graphic that they can feel free to use that too, just so that people know that they are not the retarded ones. We're not the retarded ones. She's also having a little bit of a spat with Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines was the swimmer who fought to keep transgender men, out of women's sports and women's swimming. And AOC was talking some shit on Twitter. She said that if Riley would stop being so angry, maybe she wouldn't have come in 5th place. Yeah. But you can't blame AOC for not understanding how difficult that is. After all, AOC is used to racing horses. Oh, God damn it. I'll explain that in a second. After all, AOC is used to racing against horses. Racing against horses. So, guys, this is just me sitting in front of a laptop. And I click on buttons, okay? And I have hastily labeled them for these graphics. I gotta click it when the joke happens. And unfortunately, I labeled 2 of them AOC some such. I fucked up. So, and my little light's going off. I have a little secondary light, which apparently needs to be charged more. Oh, I wonder if I could just turn it back on, though. It might just go off automatically after a set amount of time. Okay. That's... What is this? We'll try it. We'll try this one. This is some related news. I guess, they've been destroying so many Venezuelan drug boats that a bunch of dolphins washed up on shore. Apparently there's just a ton of fentanyl being released into the ocean. Yeah. It's a bunch of dolphins beached themselves and later died. And their deaths are being blamed on white cops. White cop. Apparently one of them tried to kneel on one of the dolphins while attempting to get it back in the ocean. Just terrible news. Terrible news. So let's go on to some show topics. Show topics. Weesh. I need this OBS up though. Oops. OBS. We just open it? Okay, let me put this crap over here. I remember how I kind of had it. Okay. Alright, perfect. This is going to be kind of a short and sweet one tonight, too. We'll keep it pretty brief. Let's see what I want to talk about. Yeah, I mean, the biggest news right now, it looks like the Democrats are finally getting a little bit of energy, like a little bit. They have not been doing too well recently, if you've noticed, but with Zohran Mamdani being likely elected, the next mayor of New York, I think he's like up 90% in poly market odds or something like that. AOC, Zohran, and Bernie Sanders held a rally over the weekend where they were getting a little energetic. I guess it's something. If you got nothing going on and you're just failing every which way, one good news is, the best news in the world. So AOC's running with it. Obviously, she's got presidential aspirations. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. I don't know if I have a clip of it here. Here's Riley Gaines. I need to do this real quick. Let's go here. Hopefully, why isn't this working? Let's go to properties. Window capture. Oh my gosh. Let's go here. All right, I think that's working now. So dumb. It's just my stupid face, my own face. That's the little comedy club I go to, by the way. up top over here, those pictures. Okay, let me see if I could get back into here. Okay, here we go. It's working now. Sometimes I have all this crap set up, but every so often it just resets and I'm unaware of it, so then you have to go reset everything. Anyways, this was AOC and Bernie over at the rally. They were pumped, as you can see. And then Riley Games comes in. She says, "We're being destroyed from within." AOC says, "Maybe if you channeled all this anger into swimming faster, you wouldn't have come in fifth." I think we might have... I don't know if we have. Riley responds to that. "It's always, we support women's rights until it's a woman who wants the right to compete and undress free from less than mediocre men. Keep your mentally ill men out of our sports locker rooms, prisons, etc." That's pretty. She got 111,000 likes on it. AOC, I will say, is good at the zingers. She knows how to just like use social media, burn people pretty good. I mean, from a pure like drumming up support thing, it's good. Logically, she's an idiot. I mean, she's making fun of, you know, somebody who came in, what, fifth in women's swimming and had to compete against men while she was in there. And that's all you have to say about it is you wouldn't have come in fifth. You know, probably a lot. You know, I'm imagining Riley Gaines could probably destroy AOC in any particular athletic competition, except for running her mouth. Am I right? She's got a big chomper, AOC. But anyways, one interesting thing from the rally, looks like Zoran, now he is doing a politically correct hand here. AOC's looks suspiciously like a Nazi salute, doesn't it? That looks suspiciously like a Sieg Heil to me. I mean, I'm told that when someone throws up their hand like that, that is a Sieg Heil. And Elon Musk, well, here's I think we have another account. Oh no, that's the same thing. Elon Musk weighed in on this. I guess this account, oh, Ted Cruz pointed this out. He said, "Hey, are those Nazi salutes? Are those Nazi salutes?" And then Elon, of course, who came under fire for allegedly throwing up a Sieg Heil at one of Trump's rallies, says, "Yeah, sure looks like it, huh?" So, this is actually a good illustration. It's kind of funny, you know, because we can all point at it and laugh and say, oh, you know, because conservatives will look at this and in jest say that it's a Sieg Heil, because we know that the whole concept is stupid. That when people put their hands up and at some rally, they're secretly coding Nazi physicality to people. But that's actually how the media and the left party over the last 8 years has used confirmation bias to smear Republicans as alt-right, neo-Nazi, racist. You know, it's literally all through confirmation bias. It's because, you know, this literally did happen several months ago, and Elon Musk did the same exact thing, and the entire news cycle for like a week was about him being an alt-right neo-Nazi and secretly coding a Nazi signal to people. And they ran with it like it's true, which is why you see Charlie Kirk getting shot in the neck and people shooting at Trump and people, you know, saying that they need to murder conservatives, because the media is very effective at hammering in at you like every single instance and connecting these dots that don't really exist. Whereas, of course, when AOC does it, they don't point that out. So it's just selectively magnifying things, right? Dog whistles. Nothing pisses me off more than when the left talks about a racist dog whistle or some dog whistle. That's the perfect example of the way that they frame the right, because it's of course something that nobody can hear, almost like it doesn't exist, except for Democrats. They can always hear the dog whistles. You could call it a Democrat whistle because they're the ones who speak up when they hear those types of things. No one that I know on the right ever has understood a supposed dog whistle and been like, got it. Like, I've never heard of that happening ever. So really dumb. This was, as we discussed earlier, Letitia James is getting prosecuted currently for alleged mortgage fraud. You know, she's saying it was weaponization of the justice system against her. So one Twitter user, Joe Miller, points out this is a previous tweet from Letitia James. She says, when powerful people cheat to get better loans, it comes at the expense of hardworking people. Everyday Americans cannot lie to a bank to get a mortgage, and if they did, our government would throw the book at them. There simply cannot be different rules for different people. Yeah. Which is, it is a little bit shocking that she would prosecute Trump for mortgage fraud if she had any culpability of actually, like if she knew that she kind of fudged her application a little bit. My understanding is, I think she's being prosecuted for something like listing a primary residence as different than the home that she had. It's something along those lines. I mean, if you're doing anything like that and you're aware of it, why would you ever throw yourself into that arena of prosecuting him for mortgage fraud? So, what happened to Trump was definitely a political prosecution, definitely politically motivated. It was lawfare. So I think everyone on the right is kind of excited to see her get her comeuppance. Particularly, I mean, that's of course if she's guilty. We all want justice, so we'll see how that goes. But what happened here with this press conference and saying the justice system is weaponized against her, I can't imagine even getting up and saying that with a straight face. Like, it's farcical. So you kind of have to apply. There's no way she doesn't understand that she committed the same thing that she's accused Trump of, right? There's no way she doesn't understand that. I mean, it's got to be insane to get up there and say that type of thing, knowing, you know, you're probably going to be guilty of the same deal. But okay. Other big news. So there's been some military movement. There has been. I always get my tweets from this account about military stuff, this OSINT, OS Intelligence Defender, whatever. I always see this stuff pop up. But it looks like the USS Gerald R. Ford and the carrier strike group associated with it has moved towards an area of responsibility closer to Venezuela. So there's been some big news about Venezuela recently. You have what looks like the Trump administration making moves to potentially execute regime change against President Maduro there. I'm assuming for connections to drug cartels that are endangering the U.S. I know that in recent news, Maduro has said he's trying to make some offers to keep the peace between the U.S. There's actually a crazy video of him freaking out where I guess Maduro was interviewed by reporters. I think you can hear it here. Oh, this is just a random thing. Maduro, let me see if I can find it. Damn, I wish I had that actual tweet. Let's see, Maduro. Wrong link. I think here we go.
Just peace, just peace, just peace, forever, forever, forever. Peace forever. No crazy war. No a la guerra loca. No crazy war, no crazy war.
No crazy war.
Please, please, please.
Please, please.
Yes, peace. Peace forever. Peace forever. Victory forever. Defeats.
That motherfucker looks scared shitless, dude. I mean, yeah. So, the thing is with Trump, I would say it is odd to see the kind of military movement ahead of time because Trump seems to like to keep things very on the down low and strike when it's not expected, right? So seeing this kind of military pressure, I would be inclined to think that this is a negotiating tactic, that it is some visible pressure that he's putting on Maduro, he's putting on Venezuela to get more favorable terms, I guess, stopping drugs from coming to the United States. However, that said, the last time I thought that Trump was bluffing, he bombed the shit out of Iran. Like, I thought he was bluffing about the nuclear facility strikes. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's dropping multiple bombs in the same hole. That's what she said. So it's kind of one of the interesting things about Trump. It's what makes him really effective. He has a certain like, he's a very good negotiator. He seems to want peace. He's very strong. But at the same time, there's like 10% crazy that you just don't know. Not really crazy, but 10% just unpredictable, that you just don't know when he actually will pull the trigger on something. So that's what makes this so effective when he actually sends carriers over into that region. You might think it's a bluff, you might think it's for pressure, but you're not 100% sure. You just can't feel safe because the tide could turn, you know. So we'll see what happens with that. This is the last thing I heard about this was over the weekend. These notes are a little bit out of date. I was super busy today. But in any case, we'll see how that goes. I'll try to look at stuff more comprehensively tomorrow and update everyone. This was kind of a cool thing. Trump met with... So he's in Asia. I guess he's got a big trip through Asia right now. He's doing peace deals and then also doing economic deals with a bunch of different countries. This was his second stop here, Japan, with Trump. The president meets with Emperor Naruhito at the Imperial Palace in Tokyo. This was just a super cool picture, and I just kept waiting for this to happen. A little bit of crouching tiger, hidden Donald. I couldn't think of a good Crouching Tiger title for that, but doesn't that seem like that would happen? Like, this room is exactly where that freaking movie happened. Grok finally made something super cool for me, so I like that. Anyways, I don't know if this will load. This is just a random piece of little San Diego lore. Oh, is this not going to play? Let me see if I'll get the volume on this or not. Damn, maybe it has no volume.
Just got punched in the face by a homeless man, knocked to the floor. I just got punched in the face by a homeless man, knocked to the floor.
This is something I just thought I should mention. I guess the user's Notorious Cami Cakes 2.0. I live in San Diego, and I've seen a couple of these TikTok videos recently, actually, not just in San Diego, but in other cities, of people saying they've been punched by homeless people in the face, which is not surprising to me. I mean, I've seen there, you know, San Diego's become, if you've ever been to downtown San Diego, it's almost like a San Francisco light. It's like a quarter as bad as the problem in San Francisco, but it's similar, actually. So you will see there's one dude I see all the time who's homeless, and he's just walking around like punching at the air. It always feels like you're in an RPG. Like whenever I'm going from just my apartment to get a coffee, like I feel like I'm in a fucking RPG. And I'm just like 3 or 4 times just an encounter will happen. And I'm like, okay, how many experience points am I going to get for murdering this homeless guy right now? Because they're just like, and I've seen, you know, some people want to dismiss it. Oh, they're just crazy. Just leave them alone. I've seen these guys get aggressive with people before. And the thing is, you can never tell when it's going to happen. I don't know if I could find the guy she's talking about here. Maybe it's in her like
story
comments.
Time of me getting punched in the face by a homeless man.
I went to a comedy show last night and the girl's opening bit.
So story time of me getting
God.
punched in the face by a homeless man yesterday. My roommate and I were
Let's see
going
if I can
to
kinda
our
do
usual
this.
store that we go to after work if we want a little snack, just walking
It's this
through
guy.
Little Italy.
This guy is a San Diego, well-known homeless local. I call him Tall Black Guy because he's, well, but he is, I have not seen, his foot does not look like it's doing too well. I see this guy all the time in downtown San Diego. I have not seen him be actually violent before, but he is always very kind of, he'll aggressively ask you for $1, if that makes sense. He's just standing on the corner, but he'll very aggressively kind of run up and hit you up for $1 and looks very kind of tweaked out all the time. So apparently this girl was just walking across the crosswalk and he clocked her in the face. According to her, nothing has been done so far, so he hasn't been picked up. But yeah, I just it's something that is happening more and more frequently in our cities, I guess. I'm used to seeing these sorts of stories about something that happened in New York or something that happened elsewhere, so it's weird to see it a little bit close to home. And yeah. Hopefully the girl's okay. It didn't look like it was too bad.
Brown monochromatic look. I legit
Looks like she's doing well there. The
just wore
brown
this
monochromatic.
full outfit
Oh yeah,
on
girl.
a date Monday, and I'm with a different crew tonight. So I'm re-wearing it on Wednesday.
She's fine.
This
All right. I think that's mostly it for today. Again, we'll keep it short and sweet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't have a set time for Tuesdays because I do a lot of stand-up comedy open mics those nights, and they kind of change. Like, I don't know which ones I'll be doing until the day of. So I'll try to let you know. And I think Wednesday and Thursday night, it should be around 9 p.m. for the live. And I'll try to get it on TikTok, too.